So when we're doing this activity here, okay, the most important thing that you can do is look at this word here, okay, our chemical name. And if you're given the chemical formula, excellent, but if you're not, you could just Google what this chemical formula is, and then you'll be able to find it out there. Okay, but just for these activities here, you'll be given all of them. Alright? The next part of this activity is to tell me which elements are present in this chemical. Right now it's an individual chemical, pretty easy, okay? But later on, it'll get a bit more difficult, okay? So you're going to have to start recognizing what the elements are by their symbol, okay? And the way we recognize an element by its symbol is we could either look at the element here, as we have seen, or we can look at the symbol here and go to the periodic table. Okay? Once we go to the periodic table, we have to look for the same symbol, okay, and that's here. And I can see that this symbol relates to oxygen. Okay? If I have the symbol H, it's a hydrogen. If I have the symbol C, it's a carbon, and so on and so forth. Okay? I'll put a link to that in here as well. Alright, so the elements present in this molecule are called oxygen. Oxygen. Alright? In this table here, again, right now it's very straightforward because there's only one element. Oxygen. Okay? But this little number here, that tells you how many of that element or atom of that element are in the entire molecule. Okay? So because there's a little number 2 there, this means that there are 2 atoms of oxygen in one molecule of this. Okay? So I'm now going to go and type that in there. Okay, and I can pull out any one of these pictures that I want. Okay, I'm going to pull this one here because I like it. Okay. Alrighty. So, actually, no, I'm going to look for a better image. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good image there. I'm going to look for a different one, though. You want to see one that has the correct number of bonds in it there. And that's going to be a bit hard for you. So, you know what? I'm going to go get these pictures for you. And you guys won't have to search for these images. Okay? Because I realize it's going to be a bit difficult. So the reason it's important to find a good picture like this with the right amount of bonds is for this next activity, which is what's going to make this whole activity a bit difficult. Okay, this is where the trickiness comes in. You're going to learn to use a program called MolView. Okay, that's this program here. This program here lets you build molecules, okay, and then turn them into 3D structures. Okay. You'll become more and more familiar with this program if you do VCE chemistry, but just for now, I want us using it to try and do some really basic stuff. Okay, so the way we use this, there are 2 bars on the sides here and 1 at the top. Okay, these are the ones you're going to focus on with me today. These guys up here you'll learn later on, but just these 3 sets of buttons you'll become familiar with now. This button here deletes everything you have on your screen. Okay? This button here, that removes some unwanted ones. These buttons here help you change the number of bonds between a particle. So let's say I have 2 carbon atoms. Okay? Right now they're held together by that single line or that single bond. Okay, so as you can see there's still a single bond holding them together there. If I click this double bond on this side and then click on the double bond or the bond there, that'll turn it into that. Okay, and the number of bonds matters. Okay, it affects what the actual thing at the end comes out as. Okay, number of bonds matters. But we're not trying to use carbon or C in this particular one. We're trying to use oxygen, which is conveniently there. But if your element is not conveniently here, this program, if you click on the 3 dots at the bottom there, has every single element. So let's look at our compound that we're trying to make here and try and make it properly. As I can see, this whole particle is made of 2 oxygens that are double bonded to each other. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my table here, find oxygen, click the oxygen down there. Okay? Then there's 2 ways I can do this. Because I know that the oxygens are connected to each other, I can click on the oxygen and drag away, and that'll do one thing. Or I can click like that, and then I have to go and click my bond button and drag my bond across, but I need to place them kind of close enough to each other for them to be able to connect. Okay? If I place them too far away, okay, I don't think it will. Oh, it does work. Oh, look at that. I was wrong. Okay, but the other thing you can do is also change your single bond to the double bond afterwards by just clicking them out like this. Okay? Then I'll get some images of my molecules here. Okay, and then the only thing I have to do is, if I'm using Windows, Shift S, and then take a picture of this particle and paste it into there. Okay, so that's your activity. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys have a go yourselves now. I'm gonna end this recording actually and let